So yeah, let's get started. If you're familiar with the 3 by 3 cube, uh, a mirror cube is basically a 3 by 3 cube, but instead of colors, they are shapes. So if you're familiar solving the 3 by 3 cube, this will be pretty easy for you. But if there are some beginners here, this will there is not much to learn here. There are just some basic things which you have just which you have to keep in mind to start solving. So first I'll explain you some basic terminology of a mirror cube. So if you're familiar with a Rubik's cube, a normal 3 by 3 Rubik's cube, these are the same terminology like edge pieces, corner pieces, and center pieces. But for the beginners, I'll just teach them for the sake of completion. So I have a normal 3 by 3 cube here. So I'll just try to show this. I'll just try to show the different types of pieces. The same thing. These both are basically the same thing, but these are with shapes, and this is with colors. So there are three types of main pieces in a cube, in a 3 by 3 cube. The first one is the centerpiece. Centerpiece is this one, which is in the center, and this has only one color on it. So and this can't be changed. So no matter what I do, the centerpiece will always be in the center. Okay. The next same thing in the mirror cube. These are the centerpieces. So this one, this one, this one, this one, etc. The next type of piece is the edge piece. So in this case, the edge pieces are the pieces which have two colors on them, or in this case of the mirror cube, two shapes on them. So here, for example, this piece, the white and blue piece, this is an edge piece because there are two colors in it. Same thing, the yellow and red piece, the green and orange piece, the blue and red piece, and so on and so forth. The same thing in the mirror cube is this one. So this is like a square and a rectangle. Same thing. Okay. And if you notice, no matter what I do, edge piece will always be in the middle of two corner pieces. I'll talk about corner pieces in just a sec, but edge pieces will always be in between two corner pieces. Okay. Next step are corner pieces. Corner pieces are the pieces which are in the corner and have three colors on them. For example, the red, yellow, and blue piece, or the white, orange, and green piece, etc. Same thing in the mirror cube. These pieces. This one is a corner piece. This is a corner piece. This is a corner piece. This is a corner piece. Same thing. This is a corner piece. This is a corner piece, etc. Okay. So yeah. Now you may be wondering that why is this important? Because when referring to different pieces, using this kind of terminology will be pretty useful. That's why, just to know, I have given you some basic knowledge about it. If you want to know more about them, you can check out my previous 3 by 3 tutorials. Okay. So yeah. Next is let's start solving the cube. So if you remember, the basic steps of solving a cube are making a white cross. So it's like creating a cross like this. It should be like this. So this is the first step of solving a cube. So as you can see, this is the white centerpiece, and there are four white adjacent edge pieces around it, and they are matched with their adjacent centers. Okay. Same thing with the mirror cube. we should start with the longest side as the white center. Imagine it as a white center. So in this case, the longest side would be this one, because this is a little bit more protruded than the other ones. So to start doing this, you can just take the edge pieces which you think are long enough to be matched with the centerpiece. So you can start by, as you can see, this is already matched. One of them is already matched. As you can see, it is perfectly aligned. Next one is, let's say, I think, let's see, this one I think is long enough. So the main piece, or the main centerpiece is here, and the piece which I want to align is here. So it's just one move away. So when I move that, as you can see, this is now perfectly aligned. Okay. The next is this one. This one is again a little bit more long. I think this can be matched with the centerpiece here. So if you are getting confused, just try to play around with the cube and you'll get it. So this one, this centerpiece, I think can be aligned with this one. So what I can do is, I can just move this here, and then just move this again, and as you can see, it has been matched. See, it's perfectly seamless. The next one is this one. Yeah, this one, because this, I think, is more, it's big. So again, same thing, there is a little bit of gap here. So our next step is to flip this side. So what I can do is, I can just move this to another side, move it up, and then down, and boom, as you can see, our pieces have a cross. We have a cross, but the adjacent sides are still not aligned with the centers. As you can see, there's a gap here, there is a gap, this one, there is a gap. We don't want that gap. So what we can do is, again, the basic steps, if I show this in the normal cube, this will be more helpful. Just wait a minute. So see, I have just scrambled the cube, not scrambled, I have just changed the sides. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah. So this is a cross, but the same thing again comes here. The sides are not matched. There are two sides matched, but these are not matched again. So what we can do is, the same thing is done here. This take an unmatched side, let's say this one, and then rotate it 2 times. Okay. And then just now the edge piece is here. Rotate it to its specific center, which is the blue one. Then do the same move again. Now the red piece is down. So again, rotate it until it's again aligned with its center, and then boom. And as you can see, again the adjacent edge piece is aligned with the color center and also the white center. Same thing we do here. So this is an unsolved side. We can just rotate it down, and then just move it around, and this is the seamless one. So as you can see, this is seamless. Then again move it up, and now this piece is down. So again change it to its specific center. This one, as you can see, this is seamless. Again change it down. Now this is the center, this is the edge piece. Move it to its specific center, which is this one. This is also seamless. Move it up. and then the last one, which is this one. This is the centerpiece for that, and then move it up again. And as you can see, all the pieces are now aligned with their centerpiece and also the top centerpiece. Next step is to solve the first layer. So in the mirror, in a Rubik's cube, in a normal Rubik's cube, it looks something like this, like this. So the first layer is solved. We need to do the same thing in the mirror cube. So to do that, keep the solved layer at the bottom and then try to find pieces only at the top layer, corner pieces, which are, you can see that they can be in the specific slots. They are big enough to be in the specific slots. So in this case, I can see that this piece is big enough, and I think this can be a piece in the first layer. So I think this piece should go inside this slot. So this piece should go inside this slot. Okay, so what I can do is I can change the position of the change the side or the position of this orientation of this piece so that it matches with the slot it wants to go to. So what you can do is you can just move it up and then change it, just move it to the side and then down. And now if you see that, to check that if a side can go inside another slot, if a piece can go inside a slot, what you can do is you can just perform F. If you are not familiar with the movements, I recommend going back to the first tutorial. I mean the 3x3 tutorial, and there I have explained this in more detail. So just F. This is perfectly aligned, so I know that this piece should go inside this. So if you are familiar with the 3x3 cube, this is the same case as this one. Oh, just wait a minute. Yeah, this is the same case as this one. So same thing, this should go here, and same thing here, this should go here. So what you can do is to solve this in a 3x3 cube, what you do is you just do this. Sorry, you can there are two ways. The first way is to just tuck just up and then join them and down. You can do that here as well, up, join and down. As you can see, the piece is in its correct position. This is another way. Now the next one is, let's see, this one. This is big enough again, so I can just move this to its specific side. I think this can be inside this slot, so this piece can be in this slot. So I'll just try to move it, and as you can see, it's again joined. So I can do the same thing again, and it's come to its side, it's come to its corner. Next one is this one. This is again, I think, can be inside this slot, this one. So this corner can be in this slot. So as you can see, my guess was correct, and this is perfectly aligned. So do the same thing. Now in this case, you can do the same thing like this, or you can do something like you can move the piece around and then you can do this. Okay, so the most easiest way was the thing which I've showed here, just this, and it has come here. The next step is Next one is okay. This is another. Um, let's see. Just okay. This one. Yes, here it is. So this piece. So the next step was to do the last one, which is this one. So I think that this piece can come in this slot. So let's check it out. And as you can see, it's perfectly seamless. So to do that, just do the same thing again. Up, join, down. And as you can see, our first layer is completed. Now in a mirror cube, the hardest layer was the first layer, because the first layer decides the shape of the mirror cube. So once you have done the mirror cube, for the first layer of the mirror cube, the second layer and the third layer should be pretty easy to solve. And yeah, I think the first tutorial of mirror cube will be the first layer which I'll be uploading, which is this video. After that, I'll do the second layers video, and after that the third layers video. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed and learned something from it, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.